Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What is up? What is up?
With more flavor than a bag of brown rice, it's the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. More flavor than that dry-ass movie, Sheena, Queen of the Jungle.
We
which
found
is our
someone.
verdict for this week.
We found something to lose to Condor, man.
Oh, boy. Yeah. If you want it dry and no flavor, watch Sheena, Queen of the Jungle.
If you just want at least to see some nakedness, then just watch the real version, and at least you get nakedness.
I would say
If that's your thing.
You're better served spending your 2 hours watching anything else.
Yeah.
Anything else. You need it that bad. Go to the library.
Yeah.
Use the free internet. If you ain't got internet at home, I feel bad for you. But don't spend your time watching Sheena, Queen of the Jungle if you don't have to.
No.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it to yourself.
In more eventful news, a lot of stuff came out this week. A lot of news, gaming news.
Yeah.
Scott Snyder does not like the gaming news. God damn it. I bet you he used to play World of Warcraft and was pissed off that people started playing the new one.
Lost a lot.
He lost a lot of his hours of his life to World of Warcraft. Shame on you.
Damn. Anyway. Yeah, so there's a lot of shit going on in video games. I know the Nintendo Direct was this week. It got a lot of mixed reviews. For me, it wasn't not something really for me. I think the only game that I kind of popped for was Mario Golf.
I saw, and that was unexpected. I didn't think they were bringing that back.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I like Mario Golf.
I did get to see some of it. I was excited for stuff that didn't really get any type of coverage.
Yeah.
They said Legend of Mana.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that at all. I'm happy for people who've never played that. But I also believe that might be later. They might be putting that on other things. I hope. 100%.
Cool. That's cool.
That's one of my favorite Mana games in the Mana series.
Okay.
But like, definitely, I recommend that to you. Right? It's like a small action RPG, but it has music from the composer of Kingdom Hearts. So it's really good.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. What else was there? So I don't know about you again. I'm not super big into Diablo, but what I saw of Diablo 4,
yeah,
specifically that trailer made me want to see what it was about because they made the classes look really cool.
Yeah.
Especially the assassin that they showed. Also, they announced the remastering of Diablo 2. I think it's called Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Cool.
It seems cool because I've only seen that played by a friend of mine, and I always thought it was a cool game, but it wasn't my thing. And that it was at a time when he played it was on PC, and I wasn't PC gaming, so it was like, oh, I'll probably never play this. So now, I know definitely 100% we're gonna get back and get into this. And he's gonna show me everything I'm supposed to be doing because I know Diablo 2 is his jam.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. And I think that's actually this year as well. So both of these are this year.
Cool. I like Diablo games, so I'll probably pick it up. I love Diablo 3. I actually got it on the Switch when it came out, and that was the first time I actually fully finished it because I had the time to play on the Switch.
And the cool thing is, Diablo 2 Resurrected will be on the Switch.
Nice.
So that's cool. Another thing that they announced is the Blizzard Arcade Collection.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which I don't know why they call it Arcade Collection, but it has hella features. Like I see that you could pause, rewind, as well as like resume mid game. I think switch to a different version of the game and stuff like this. It's gonna be pretty deep.
Okay.
Like there's a little trailer they put out for it, which is cool. I have some nostalgic feelings for one of the games on here, the Lost Vikings.
Yep.
But it's gonna be the Lost Vikings, Rock and Roll Racing, and Blackthorn.
Cool.
I've heard of all the games, but I've only played one.
I think I only played Lost Vikings.
Yeah, and I mean that's a hard ass game that we found out. 'Cause I used to play it with my cousin. Like this game is meant for more than one person. Cause it's really difficult, and it's a certain type of puzzle game where you have to like move one Viking that has a specific type of special abilities through a maze, and then figure out, okay, this one that can jump goes this way. This one that has a shield that can't jump but he can block stuff goes this way,
Yeah.
and then the other one that has the weapons, he goes this way. So it's really fun learning the patterns and the different ways to solve the puzzle. So
Yeah.
it's been a long ass time. I wonder if they're gonna put. See, I'm curious if they're gonna have anything from the sequel. Like it doesn't say anything, but seeing as how much stuff is in here, maybe I don't know how.
Just see.
That's gonna be $20, so that's not an investment at all.
Yeah.
So, and it's gonna be on everything.
Is it $20 for the arcade or for $20 per game?
No, it's for the arcade,
Oh.
the entire thing,
Oh, that's
and
not
it's
bad.
out. It came out the day of the announcement, so it's already out. If
Okay,
you want
cool.
to pick it up, and since it's supposed to be on Switch, I recommend that highly.
Okay.
Um, and let's see. That's about it for the Blizzard stuff. Like that's nothing. Overwatch is not my jam, so I don't really have anything to say about that.
Yeah, I know they added a character, right?
I believe so, and they showed off like some new renders or something for, I think, new costumes or what have you.
Oh, okay. Because I know Overwatch 2's set for this year, so.
Okay. So maybe that's what I think it was renders for the characters for 2.
Okay. That's not bad.
Um,
Overwatch was a good game. I played it for a bit. I couldn't keep up with it.
I got you. Listen, it's a lot of things. It's a lot, and that was a game that requires a lot of time into it.
But one thing I'll
Investment.
give 100% credit for that game. That game, it was something that you easily just jump and play.
Okay.
It was nothing like too complicated that to learn. Like you can learn the mechanics, but it wasn't that hard to like pick it up.
Okay. Cool.
And it was also fan friendly because they gave you the characters for free.
Oh, really? See?
Yeah, no,
I
you
didn't
didn't you didn't pay shit for the characters. They gave you all the characters.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So there's stuff, announcements for Monster Hunter Rise. They announced there are going to be a bunch of Monster Hunter related streams.
Yeah.
So they announced their schedule basically for March.
Yep.
The 8th will be the first one, and then there's going to be 2 more on the 9th and the 11th. So
It looked cool. From what I saw, it looked cool. I try my best to get into the Monster Hunter games. I just couldn't get into them, but they look fantastic though.
this might be the one because it's on the Switch.
Yeah, it might be
Like
easier
from the
for the
get go,
play.
it's not. Also, it's not the old style like Double Cross was.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. The only Switch Monster Hunters were Double Cross and soon to be this one, unless you play stories.
Yeah.
So maybe this one if you didn't like World because you thought it was too complicated.
Yeah.
Cause I could definitely see that. Some people talking about recently the UI and just seeing how much goddamn stuff there is when you press start.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. But the way they seem to be streamlining this game, I think even more people might get into it. I would. It wouldn't be a gamble to say this might come close to hitting the 10 million mark. That's
Okay.
that the world and its expansions achieved. So
Yeah, and the fact that it's on the Switch and it's more
that's what I'm
like
saying.
portable and all that stuff, and it's gonna have
Mhm.
somewhat of the graphics of the world. I think it's gonna do good.
I think it's going to I think it's set to be the highest selling one yet,
Cool.
just because of how popular the Switch is.
Yeah.
So there's that. Again, not much. Well, here's a cool thing that I did see come out. I don't know if you remember this one, Mark. This was like a rumored game a long time ago, and it's called Dinosaur Planet.
Yeah, I am not too sure. I heard of it. I don't recall it right now.
So, I believe it got kind of cannibalized and made into the Star Fox game, the Star Fox
Oh, okay.
series that came out with the like action RPG-ish, like almost Legend of Zelda ones.
Yeah.
I know they were on the GameCube, right?
Yeah.
So there was a game that I think that was the entire premise was based off of called Dinosaur Planet,
Yeah. Okay.
which was the precursor, and that was, I think it was also starring Fox McCloud,
Yeah.
but that was 64.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was a leak by somebody, but this is also the second big game that came out that was almost finished because I think it was 2 weeks ago. There was the leak of the GoldenEye,
Yeah.
the remaster prototype.
Okay.
So here's another one, and I think a lot of people are happy because this one is supposedly basically finished,
Okay.
which is kind of cool. So this is literally the first time anybody's being able to play through this game because it wasn't released. I'm curious because I wonder how much of it is exactly like this Star Fox 64.
Yeah.
Like how much did they take story wise and keep? So hopefully somebody puts it up online.
Yeah.
I will watch a playthrough or a Twitch stream. So.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I remember.
Mhm.
I remember that Star Fox game. I think it was on the GameCube game.
Yeah, the first one.
Was the
No,
adventure
actually,
game.
both of them were on the GameCube,
Yeah. So cool.
and so
I
it's cool
saw
to see things like that exist. So,
Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword is coming.
oh, that was another one of the things from the direct. Yes.
Yeah, for Nintendo. I was okay with that. Like I never played it full, so it'll probably be something I would play full. But I think there were other ones I'd rather see than Skyward Sword.
Which ones?
I would have took Twilight Princess. I would have took Ocarina of Time. I would have took any. Actually, I would have took any other Zelda besides that one. Because
Wait, didn't they re-release Twilight Princess recently?
but they haven't put it on the Switch.
It's not on the Switch.
No.
So what was the last one before this?
They did a remaster of Link Awakening. That was
No,
with
no, no. They
cartoony.
brought over one of the other ones
It was
recently.
No, they did a remaster. They did a remaster of
Like it wasn't a full. It wasn't. They didn't do the whole. They didn't put in that much work. But then they have one recently that was like a Legend of Zelda game that was like from the older systems.
it was Link's Awakening.
No, I know, but so
That's the only one I
regular
know
one,
for that
though,
came
the
out.
regular one.
There was Breath
I
of
know
the
they
Wild.
had I know they had the new one with the almost toy-like graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
But did they ever port over the
No.
original Link's Awakening? No.
No.
Okay.
They only did Links to the Past on the Super NES thing, and then that's it.
Okay. They did it, the originals though. So
Yeah.
so if now you own a Switch, do you know which Legend of Zeldas can you get? Can you get like the first one?
The first Link, the second,
Okay.
and
And you say Link to the Past. So
Link to
that's
the Past,
the first three.
and then two for Nintendo.
And yes, those are the first three.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's it.
They don't have um
There was
the one
only
with two
one
Link-
for Super
the one
Nintendo.
with two Link wasn't on there either. That was Wii U too. Damn.
Yeah. There was only one Zelda game on Super Nintendo.
No. I'm talking about of every Legend of Zelda game ever made. They've only brought those three over. Damn.
Yeah, they haven't brought them back or any other them back.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I guess they had. Yeah, I guess they got work to do
Yeah.
because
exactly.
they didn't bring. If they didn't bring over Ocarina of Time, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
If they didn't bring over, which one is the one with the boat?
Wind Waker.
They didn't bring over Wind Waker. That was on the Wii U.
I was surprised that was. I actually thought that would have been the one to put on the Switch,
Mm-hmm.
just because the how long the game is too.
But just how popular it became after people played it. I know
Yeah.
the initial reaction was whatever, but like people played it and like, hey, that game's great. So, oh
Yeah, I
well,
would have liked to see
listen,
different
they,
ones.
they got work to do, huh?
Yeah. Well, Skyward Sword is the one they're coming out. I think it's coming out in the summertime. Splatoon 3 got announced. Splatoon was a fun game. Very fun game. My nieces got really into it. I played it on the Wii U. I enjoyed it. So hopefully that it does really well. I like those games. That was it. There was none really like, again, like the one game that really sold me to it. It was the Mario Golf. I was like, ooh, I would get that.
Okay,
That was it.
so that's it for Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Nothing else for them.
No, nothing for Pokemon, nothing for anything like that. So, yeah. They still have like stuff coming out. There's a lot of one thing I would give Nintendo is the Switch is it's a very indie game friendly system.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of indie games on there for like 10, 15, $5 that you could just jump and play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any that you tried out and thought were actually really good?
Well, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, that was
That's not
one.
an indie game
Is it,
anymore.
well, it's considered indie game still.
Man, once you get that Ubisoft logo, you're not indie.
I did like well, I like Shovel Knight. I was gonna get that Cyber Ninja one.
Oh, okay, okay.
That was on there. There's quite a few games. It's fun. I redid Castle Crashers.
Again, I don't know what it was for Japan, but they announced a lot of things. So there's a Ninja Gaiden collection that was announced recently
That
by Tecmo Koei. There's gonna be a version for I think for everything, or it might. The only one I heard was the Switch.
I heard no, it's coming on PS4 and Xbox
Okay,
as
so
well.
it'll be on everything. Okay.
And
I
they
also
also
I also saw to celebrate it that uh the company that because it's Team Ninja, but also they are Tecmo
yeah
because they combine. Team Ninja had put out a skin in Neo 2.
yes
That's the original. There is the I don't remember the year. The Ninja Gaiden where he wore the black suit. I don't know what that was. 2002, 2003.
yeah original Ninja
I
Gaiden.
know that was the Xbox. I know that was the Xbox, but they actually put out the old school NES
Yeah, the navy
Ryu
blue.
Hayabusa in the blue suit,
Yeah,
and you can have that in Neo 2, which I thought was cool because now you can technically have both of them.
yeah.
Um, and I mean, I you know what? I should just say it here. Not recently, when it came out for PC, I had picked up Neo 2
Yeah.
because it was discounted by $20 for everything. So it was like $40 for the entire collection.
Yeah.
So it came with all the DLC. I really recommend that to anybody who likes Ninja Gaiden.
Cool.
Like it has the balance between a Souls game with the RPG elements and the backtracking, like the nice shortcuts in the levels and whatnot.
Cool.
But it also has the fast-paced action and then a lot of the samurai / ninja combat that you know from Ninja Gaiden.
Okay. Cool.
Um, very high production value on the cutscenes too.
Yeah.
I'll have to put that out there. The character models in that game are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's about it for them. Well, then we have the, I guess, not good or the bad news. So this is the weekly question, Merc. So when we gonna download Fortnite?
I might just have to do it today. You know what? I'll download it today.
Because Capcom and Fortnite have had a crossover.
Yeah.
Where Marvel said we're tired of your shit and Infinite was trash, they've gone to Fortnite, and so now you can have Ryu and Chun-Li fighting Wolverine and Deadpool once again. So the most recent crossover with Capcom and Fortnite is Ryu and Chun-Li now being playable characters, so you can watch your favorite Street Fighter protagonist do the incredibly awkward looking Fortnite dances. So there you go.
There you go.
There's already a bunch of memes of Ryu and Wolverine dancing to Marvel music. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty cool. But it's just like, man, if there's not a section of the game where you can just go and play like Marvel 2,
Yeah.
then it's a wasted opportunity. That's all I'm saying. I should be able to go to an arcade machine in Fortnite and just play Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
I really should.
You really should.
I hope.
They like, nah, we want your money.
Yeah, I know.
They're like, yeah, I understand you want it free, but yeah, we like money. And
Hence why Ryu is in this game.
Yes.
Because they paid them the big bucks. Anyway, I mean, I guess it's good exposure. Ryu is not a stranger to the crossovers. He's been in a lot of games that he's not originally from.
Yep.
most notably Smash Brothers.
Yep. And he's
So
actually really good in Smash Brothers too.
him and his homeboy Ken
Yep.
with their friend Terrence Bogard.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Oh, I mean, also I forgot about that. But again, like I was saying, Japan is going crazy with the game news. There's also been character announcements for King of Fighters.
Yeah.
Kyo was last week, which is like this past week, which is one of the mainstays. I think what's the dude with the blonde hair that stands up? Benimaru was
Yeah.
last week, and then I think this morning was Chiaotzu, not the same guy from, not the character from Dragon Ball, not the little the little white face thing
Yeah.
that blows himself up. Oh, I think it's Chisumaru or something like that. I have to see, look her name up. But they announced a female character in KOF.
Cool.
I think that's gonna be 15.
Yeah.
Chizuru again. Forgive me. And at the same time, Guilty Gear Strive, they announced Ino, which it looks like I know, but it's Japanese, so let's go with and so they finished rounding out their roster pre DLC. So they have not announced any DLC characters, which is good, and they just finished lining up everybody that's going to be playable from the start, and that's pretty cool. Also, they had an amazing beta over this past week.
Yeah, I heard great
People
things about
were
it.
up in arms because influencers got early access, but you know what? That netcode though, that netcode made a really good impression. So I think it helped having people out there playing that netcode first, saying this is amazing, and then when people got the pre-order bonus,
Yeah.
which I think was Friday, and then Saturday was the public one, and then today is like the wrap up.
Yeah.
So that entire beta session, there was basically just everybody and their grandmother saying that the netcode is immaculate. So what that means is they found a way via rollback, which is something people have been saying for the longest time. Again, Scott Steiner does not. I think he really doesn't like Guilty Gear.
He don't like
Shame on
Guilty
him.
Gear. He don't like fighting games. He's just a cranky asshole.
Cranky old man. I mean, he had to sell his restaurant. I feel bad. So.
Yeah. Who cares?
But
Probably bad food.
no, I care. I don't want to. How dare you say that?
High protein
He made.
food.
I thought he made wrestler food. Yeah. So, but from that, the people cheering on the netcode is, at least for the people who are going to stick with it long term,
Yeah.
that is something you want to hear.
Yeah.
Because a lot of games, including Street Fighter, which they are actually releasing their first character for their DLC tomorrow. So they should have came with an announcement like, "Yo, we gonna fix this netcode because it's not great. We're sorry."
Yeah.
But anyway, Guilty Gear leading with that being the thing that people are talking about the most, and then right behind it, how fun the game is.
It looks fun.
So
It does look fun. I
so being able to, people still being in lockdown, people still being stuck indoors, whatnot, and being able to successfully play a fighting game, which requires a lot of concentration and a not bad internet infrastructure, we shall say,
yeah.
where things can go really bad while you're trying to concentrate and win your match, with that not being a factor or being so little of a factor, it's almost a non-factor. That's gonna make it incredibly popular. And I hear it's not hard to pick up and play. Yes, it's hard to master the systems in the game, but from what I can see, you can get around and mess around
Yeah.
with just mashing buttons. And hopefully, because of the trailer they put out, I think it was 2 weeks ago, detailing not just the fighting game part, but the single player story package that they're going to put with this game
Yeah.
and the mission mode. Hopefully it'll have things to keep people who are not just hardcore fans and interested in it. And
Yeah.
this might be the first one that gets mainstream success if all those things come like to pass when it comes out.
I hope so. I feel like they do a good job with their games. Look at Dragon Ball Fighters. Like everyone loved that game. That game was really hot for the last couple of years.
Terrible online, though.
Terrible online, but
that's the main thing that most people find out. It's like the reason why a lot of people don't stick with Smash and play it online.
yeah,
But in the situation the world is in right now, we have no choice. There are no tournaments.
yeah,
You can't go to tournaments, and you can't have that offline experience safely without having everybody tested. And that's not realistic.
yeah.
Right.
So at least Guilty Gear on their end, they're thinking like just in case this world does not open when the fight seasons, the tournament seasons start coming, and they have that strong on netcode, they could easily do tournaments on that netcode.
Yeah, definitely. I see people already saying that they're definitely gonna pick this up. People like Team Spooky, who's a big supporter of fighting game tournaments, he hosts them himself. So that's a good thing. More good news.
Yeah, that's good.
Hopefully, King of Fighters is not bad, because that's one of the main issues with that game is just the netcodes have been like not hit or miss. Is to say is to not shit on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being nice.
Yeah.
Hit or miss. The King of Fighters 13 had one of the worst netcodes I've ever played.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful game, but
there's no excuse now.
Like, so hopefully Street Fighter starts taking notice. Hopefully, Tekken, they keep updating it, because I heard they did and it got better. So hopefully they keep going. I hope this is the standard. Because people aren't just saying it to sound like snobs. Because I know that's what a lot of it was people like, why do you need netcode? Also, there's the other one. Why do you need a wired connection? Look, don't play with me. Plug that shit into the LAN. Stop it. If I see that Wi-Fi signal, I'm cutting it. No.
If you have the Wi-Fi signal, then you know what, you're going to get your ass.
Not playing with you. Yeah,
you're gonna lose.
But that's the thing, is people are trying to circumvent all the problems right now.
Yeah.
And if this works on Wi-Fi, hey, they may have found something to make everybody happy.
Yeah.
So who knows? But I await the inevitable PC version. As of right now, the beta is wrapping up on PS4 and PS5. It is, as I know, it is exclusive to that system. Those systems, I mean. I believe the PC was announced, so we'll see.
Hopefully, you know what? I most likely would probably pick it up just to support the game. I don't have a lot of experience with Guilty Gear, but I did enjoy it when I first played it. I think on the 360. It was the first time I played it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed it. I thought the graphics was pretty sick. It was like the cell shade kind of look and shit like that. So I'll definitely probably check it out and actually pick it up and try to get into it. Because again, also I need some different games. Like I've been playing like games like Assassin's Creed and what was the game? Yakuza, and those are large games. So something just throw it on to fight a couple rounds and turn it off. That's something I'm looking for.
I will say, Mark, I was watching Maximilian stream yesterday. He was having a hard time not playing the game.
Yeah.
He said it's so much fun, I can't help but just keep thinking about it. So to hear people say that about a fighting game today is like that's a good sign. That's a really good sign.
Yeah. Because to be honest, the last like fighting game I really got into was Injustice 2.
Okay.
Even Mortal Kombat 11, I had issues getting into it because, but I don't mind the gore, but after a while it just gets old. With Injustice, I just thought it was a little bit more fluent, and I love the character. And I think the fact that the intros were in it just made my hype go even more to it, and made me play it more. But that was the last fighting game I actually really enjoyed. Like everything else, sometimes they all had their little issues here and there. Like Street Fighter 5, like to this day, I will still always have issues with it because when I bought the game brand new from day one, and it was half a game, so I don't forgive them for that. Mm-hmm. And they did all these things, but I had to pay for that, right? You didn't give it for free, so fuck you. Mm-hmm. Tekken, I love. I that one I'll go on in and out. The online is pretty solid. Like the game is fun, but I'm not buying. I'm making sure they put down the price of the characters. So I'm not paying $30 for characters.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So hopefully, Guilty Gear Leash opens eyes because it does look pretty sick. Like I saw the videos of it and it looks sick.
Yes, sir.
It caught my attention. Like I'm like, I might ask you get it.
Yes.
Um,
And the only thing I think is the negative. Everybody's saying is the lobby system is wonky because it does weird things when you get into matches. It shows little avatars in one spot, and then when you get to a match, it teleports the little avatars somewhere else, and it's like, why would you do that? Just leave them where they are. And it's kind of like you have to walk up to a little guy and press a button, whereas usually it's just matchmaking,
yeah,
where you don't have to be involved with any of that stuff.
yeah. So
Like I
kind
get it, it's their thing from original like I think it was one of the first Guilty Gears on. I think it was the one that was on 360. I think Guilty Gear 2 had a lobby system for its versus mode.
Yeah,
It's a different type of game. That was a different type of
it
game.
kind of reminds me of
To Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of Dragon Ball.
But at least Dragon Balls was more simplified,
Yeah.
so it wasn't that aggravating, and people weren't like as upset. Apparently, this one has some issues.
Oh, okay. So,
But what I've seen, it has the really good thing of the training mode lets you just put yourself on auto search.
yeah.
So you can be training, doing your combos, and then bam,
Yeah.
it just catches you up with an opponent. You hit the button and you get in there. So hopefully things like that are patched up because they said it's a beta.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Like give it its time. I think a lot of those things won't be an issue when it comes out fully.
I think that something like that will just take a patch.
Yeah.
It won't need to be like, oh man, we gotta delay the game 2 more months.
Yeah. I think they're good. So hopefully it's successful. I actually hope it does good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw it on the store. I was like, I might pick that up.
It was on sale too.
Yeah.
Green on PC it was on sale.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right. Which I mean, there you go. That's the confirmation. But like, damn it, it's 2 more months. I think 2 more months.
Yeah, like right now, there's nothing really coming out to like June, which is Ratchet and Clank. I'm looking forward to in the Mass Effect remaster. Anything else is like I think Mass Effect is in May.
Yeah.
So Ratchet and Clank is in June. Like those are the only 2 games I'm actually like looking forward to. So like the Guilty Gear, if it comes out in between that, I'll definitely pick it up just because I want something to play.
True that.
So you'll see.
We'll see. You got any more news, bro?
No, I'd rather just get this thing over with.
Yeah. So let's get into Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, 1984. So this movie is, well, the version I saw was PG, an hour and 57 minutes. It is classified as adventure fantasy, and it was released 17th of August, 1984 in the U.S.
Yeah.
You saw the rated R version.
Yeah,
because there is one.
Yes.
So there was at least more scene of her. We saw her just dropping trial and taking a bath in front of the dude, which I think was funny.
Yep.
It wasn't. The most I could say about the movie is it wasn't terrible. It's just everything that we said the week before. It basically was what it was. It was like a cheesy romantic movie.
Yeah, like 100%. Like everything we described this movie is gonna be, it ended up being the exact same thing. Even the cheesy scenes that we said might happen, it fucking happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the scene with the guy, the American hunter guy or whatever. He's like she sees him as an evil man, and then he's like, oh, he just starts staring at her while he's being attacked by what lionesses and a lion. And he's just googly eyeing her like, oh, she's beautiful. And I'm just like, oh God, your life is in danger, sir. What are you doing? It's a lot of those tropes. Mind you, this is an 80s movie, so I don't want to say they were tropes because it was back then.
Yeah.
It was the 80s. So that type of thing, just the stereotypical, this love makes no sense. Sure, she's been living in the jungle all her life. Sure, her parents were murdered by an ambush, and then she was taken in by I think like the village shaman,
Yeah.
and she taught her the ways of Africa. So she grew up in a tribe like that. Sure, she just sees this one man googly eyeing her with his nice 5 o'clock shadow, and then you know what
Mullet.
I'm saying?
He had a
Of course they're
mullet.
gonna, but it wasn't bad. He, at least he didn't his the tail wasn't long. You know what
Nah,
I'm
it was
saying? It
becoming
wasn't
the party in the
it wasn't
back.
embarrassingly bad.
If he was in the jungle for a little longer, it would have been the party in the back. uh, I say my favorite part of this movie are the animals.
Yeah, I mean, they actually work with the animals. See, this is back when you can get away with that stuff,
Yeah.
because it was like there was no CG animals.
Yeah.
So each of these were trained animals. So like to see the trained lions, knowing that they could just kill everybody, but they didn't because they were trained. Um, the trained chimps, the elephants. What else did they have? The zebra that was her mighty steed.
Yeah. Poor
Um,
zebra.
like a lot of that was actually impressive to see. And I will say, if they were actually filming in Africa, like the scenery was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
A lot of the shots they did know, at least from a visual standpoint, to capture a lot of that, like the mountainside, the cliffs, the plains, the little part where it's like jungle-ish, where they had the ambush towards the end and whatnot. Like it
Yeah.
was a lot of the set pieces and things of that nature were actually, to me, the most impressive part of the movie.
Yeah.
The acting was cheesy.
It was bad.
The main story of, like, she's technically one of the protectors of I guess this entire area via her tribe or what have you. Um, Again, we said like the reason she's there was explained. Her parents were caught in like an ambush and killed. It's pretty messed up. The dude's head was buried. And like,
Yeah.
oh, this man's head just buried in the ground. I wonder why. Let's get out and help him. Well, gotcha. Um, you know what I mean? Like she has her little. You get to see her go from a little girl to, I guess, yeah, they just jump from a little girl to a woman.
Yes.
She has one scene as a little girl running along the river with the lady, and then they show her like she ages up somewhat and she's running around, and then she ages up some more. She's already just swinging around and almost Tarzan-ish. But I think the thing is, I have to give the not the movie credit, but at least give them the benefit of the doubt that they were sticking to the source material.
Yeah.
So it's not like this is a ripoff of Tarzan. No, Sheena has a history. She's from like the 30s or something. It's an old property.
She has like a long history. Yeah.
But it just wasn't for me. You know what I mean? If you're into like romantic drama and stuff like that, you might like the movie. But again, it's like 80s acting. It's got 80s cheese to it. So it's not great.
Yeah.
Even on that front. So,
So,
know what I mean?
Funny thing is that I found out the Tanya Roberts is the chick. She played Donna's mom in '70s Show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I do remember. I saw it.
Yeah, so shout out to
Like,
David.
David looks very familiar.
Yeah, he's the one that's pointed it out. It's like, oh shit, that is her. But she also known for a lot of like Skinamax kind of movies and stuff like that. So those cheesy names that you show madly at like Cinemax movies.
But I mean, it basically was the same. It was like a lighter. Those movies are like a lighter-hearted. I mean, a lighter-hearted, more sexualized version of this movie. Basically, you could take this plot, and if you would have cut out more of the like not great story, cut it down to an hour, and just put nothing but, well, I saved you. Now we have sex.
Yep.
I helped you cross this bridge, and now we have sex. Like, you know what I mean? Like that was. That's that type of stuff you see in those movies, and this was like a step more reserved than that. So at least there's that. It was trying to be a movie. You know what I mean? So to that credit, and them sticking to the source material, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's not for me.
Nah.
It's just boring.
So the big question is, where this goes in your ranking?
What score did I give Condor, man?
1.5.
I almost don't want to give it a score lower than that. I want to give it equal.
So 1.5?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll keep it 1.5, but it's gonna go under Condor Man.
I'm not fighting that.
So, so far, our list, mine is Superman 2, Flash Gordon, Toxic Avenger, Superman the Movie, Superman 3, Legends of the Lone Ranger, Supergirl, Condor Man, and Sheena. Yours?
I will say before we finish though, I have to give it credit as a hero movie because she did have magical bow shooting ability.
That, and she could call on animals.
Yeah, so like she was the superhero for that section of Africa.
Yeah.
Basically. So to that point, she was a superhero.
Okay.
But other than that, it was just like,
Eh.
if you come to this as a superhero movie, you will be disappointed.
Yes. Yours is Toxic Avenger, Superman 2, Superman 1, Flash Gordon, Superman 3, The Lone Ranger, Supergirl, Condor Man, and Sheena. So our next week movie is Weird Science.
And that definitely will be a better movie than this.
Yes.
At least it has its humor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so at least our next 3 movies consist of Weird Science, Howard the Duck, Masters of the Universe, and RoboCop.
That's not bad. That's not a bad lineup.
Yeah, not bad at all, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So
at least we hit a low point. We won't be back there for a while until we get to what, Superman 4?
Superman 4, yeah, Superman 4. I think Superman 4 is that next bad one.
Yeah. The only saving grace in my mind was that as a kid, I thought Nuclear Man was cool.
As a kid.
Then I saw the movie again when I was older, and I was like, this movie is just not
good.
I don't like this.
So what we have? So yeah, Superman 4 is right after RoboCop.
All right.
But then it gets good again, because then we have Batman, the Punisher.
That might... you said Batman. All right.
Batman, Punisher, Toxic Avenger 2 and 3.
I like Dolph Lundgren Punisher, so that's just me.
Captain America. Darkman. Dick
Ooh,
Tracy.
all right. Darkman is a top 5 contender for sure.
Yeah. Dick Tracy. Hardwire, RoboCop 2, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Still good. Everything's still good.
I think
Hardwire
I already know my number 1 is gonna be, and it's gonna stay there.
My number 1 might be it might be RoboCop.
My number 1 is gonna be Ninja Turtles.
So.
I think that one's gonna stay prominent on the number 1 spot.
It depends on how I feel about Batman 1 again. Yeah. I have not seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah. So little by little, we're going through these movies. We still have a lot to go. So I hope you guys are enjoying our reviews and enjoying our torture with movies like these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't torture. Just felt like I could have done without having seen this.
Yeah, I could have lived without knowing this existed, but we know now. We know it existed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the more you know.
Yep.
I guess we wrap this up.
Yes, sir.
Short
yes, sir.
sweet.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. Recyclone Inc. That is on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is on Spotify. That is SoundCloud and YouTube. And also, we have a WordPress, so check that out.
Yep.
Where you at, Mark?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, all Mark with the Mic. Follow our Spotify, Recyclone Inc. That's the easiest way to listen to all our podcasts. We have the Gets Better Ass and the Wrestling Battle every week, and we have the Shell Shock, the Not a Trekkie, the Morphin Cast, and the Game of Rage every month. So basically, you get one of those every month and our weekly cast. So enjoy.
Make sure you check them out.
And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Do we have to watch Barbed Wire?
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh, shit.
Barbed Wire is in there. Oh, yeah, it is.
Damn it.
Yeah, follow the Jinkies. He's going to be a competitor in the Elimination Chamber match today.
He's competitor number, what is it? So there's 6 in. He's number 7. And they're going to lower down the sandwich in the middle of the ring.
Oh, I feel bad for everyone then.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to be he's going to do Braun Strowman, his own person.
He's lurking, man. Strowman is lurking. Sandwich on a
what?
pole match.
You know what? That's the one person we forgot to factor in to the Elimination Chamber.
True that.
He could like break a cage and like fuck someone up.
Hopefully, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
We'll see.
Anyway, peace out, laters, and good luck, Jinkies, in the Elimination Chamber match.
I hope you win.